So, with Canadian Thanksgiving coming up next weekend, we thought it would be nice to, you know, maybe do a little present for the family members hosting. So, I was thinking of putting several of these variegated Portulacaria Afras into a nice little pot and, give that to them. And of course, remember they are not bonsai people, but they would just treat these as houseplants, but that's okay. Um, the good thing is, if they can actually keep them alive, then maybe there's someone that in future we would trust to water the trees. So these little guys are probably going to be really happy to find a permanent home and stop living in these yogurt cups. So I think we're going to pot them up in, I think, the new pot that I got from Ray. So I want to give them something nice, and so let's grab these guys and let's begin. Okay, so let's get started. I think gonna need a little piece of drainage mesh. Actually, not too big actually at all. Let's take a little corner out here. And voila! My little butterfly. I don't know. A lot of people don't like to, wire the mesh in, but I don't know. Gives me peace of mind. And actually, for whatever reason, I really enjoy making these little butterflies. Of course, I had to use a tiny, tiny piece of wire to make it difficult on myself. So let's just get that in there. Is that gonna work? Let's see. Yes. Let's get a little help. There we go. Nice and secure. It's not gonna win any awards, but hey, it's gonna work. All right, next item up for bids is getting these guys out. So I had a few rocks just to hold them in place in here. And I'm just gonna make a mess. Let's tap, 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 and squeeze, and there we go. So of course these guys are really wet right now. We had a big rain last night, this morning, and we got a little bit of a break, but it's coming again this afternoon. So that's why I'm able to take advantage. So it's too bad. These fruits are pretty good. But like I said, this is not for bonsai people, so they won't really care. So I'm going to do the 3, like I said. So that's 1. Let's put the rocks aside. And tap, tap. And squeeze. And number 2. Number 2. Same thing. Super wet. I got watered and rained on yesterday. That's why everything's so wet. But this is, of course, the patented original Nigel Saunders soil. So it usually drains quite nicely. All right, so that was number 2. Let's get number 3. The rocks aside. Tap, tap, tap. Ay, ay, ay. once again, some pretty good roots going on. It's such a shame. It's not for bonsai. No, it's okay. You know, when I first got these variegated, I was really excited, but you know, I learned afterwards, actually from Nigel, you know, the variegateds, any variegateds don't, you know, don't grow as big or as fast as non-variegated because of they have less chlorophyll wherever they're lacking in the green. So yeah, so that was something cool, and you know, I can certainly verify that these guys don't grow as quick as the regular Portulacarias. So I think I've kind of given up on them, you know, for actual bonsai, but for house plants, you know, like a succulent, you know, for friends or family or just for yourself, I think they're beautiful, you know, beautiful little plants, and I really like them. So I'll continue to grow the other cuttings that I have, but you know, I'm not really going crazy bonsai with them. So I think now I'm gonna have to get a little bit of soil in the bottom. I'm trying to decide if I'll reuse this stuff or not. It is a little bit, they'll be happier starting dry. And I'm not going to trim any roots because I don't know if I can trust them to, you know, not water right away after cutting. So let's get some soil. Okay, we're back. A little bit of soil. Like I was saying before, this is the original Nigel mixture from his older videos, which is the perlite, the safety zorb, calcined clay, and a little bit of the composted pine bark. So I'm still using the original mix. I know Nigel has switched away from the pine bark due to some insect issues, but so far, knock on wood, you know, all's good over here. So I'm gonna kind of stick with the original for now. Hopefully it keeps going well. All right, so let's see if we can get a little clump of 3 in here. And I just, probably like you, I just watched Nigel, you know, do a couple of clumps with some new Portulacarias that he got. I believe it was from Mitchell. Could be right, could be wrong. And I gotta say, Nigel, I do not know, I don't know how you hold them in here and pour at the same time and keep them up. It's just insane. You are a man of many talents. All right, so I kind of got them in my little clump of 3. I'll try and get some soil around them. Of course, I forgot my chopstick. Let's see, how are they doing? So that's pretty good. So I'm going to use some of the rocks to hold it up, of course. Just a decoration. So I'll put 1, 2, 3. Oops. Maybe I guess I'm doing 4. Oh no, there goes all my nice rocks. Just kidding. They're worth it. Family. Family's great. It's nice to have good family. There you go. So that's what I'm going to do for now. A little clump. Okay, pretty happy with that. Like that. And now I do have some succulent mix that I use on Cure Succulents. I get this one from Kim's Nature, very popular nursery and bonsai nursery here in our area. And I also like it. It's the it's like some pumice and lava. It's a little more decorative, so I will sprinkle that on top to hide my poor man's bonsai soil underneath. my chopstick. A little more. There we go. So this is a little overfilled right now, but I think once I water and if I find my chopstick, I will find my chopsticks. I'll get this all nice. A few more rocks. All right. So that's going to be the Thanksgiving present, I said, for family hosting. Nothing too exciting. I'm not going to chop anything off anymore. It's going to be a great sort of succulent houseplant for family. I really love these little Portulacarias. They're great. Everyone knows once you have one, you'll have cuttings forever. So hey, you know, eventually you might run out of space for your cuttings, but you know, I like to keep a few at least. And this is not the first time I've given some away. You know, succulents seem to be really popular. So yeah, so I find a lot of friends or family, if you give them something like this, really means a lot to them. And then I'll be able to tell them the history of the pot. You know, that I actually know the person who made it, and you know, and I kind of grew these little guys from cuttings. So I like that there's a nice personal touch. It's always great, you know, when you're giving someone a present. And I think that's it. All right. So I have this flex tape. I've used it before actually, and it works really well. But this will be the first using it on something like this. So I'm just gonna get this little rose off. You can see the plastic's just, you know, split right open. And I know some guys have plastic welders, but I don't have something like that. And I know you can sort of just heat it up maybe and melt it, but I'm gonna try the flex tape because I think it would just crack again. So let's see. Start a new fresh edge, and then cut a strip. Let's see there. And I think this has a it's double-sided. So just dry off the rose, because a rose by any other name would not be as dry than as if you wiped it on your shirt. Yes, high-tech drying methods. And so now I'm going to be stumped by how to get this double-sided tape off. Why did I cut my nails? All right, I think I'm getting it. Oh, so close. There we go. Oh, yes. Wow, it's really rubbery. I like it. Okay, so it looks like, actually, it's gonna come all the way up there to get the crack. So just really pressing that over, and around and around and over. Yeah. You know, it's not the prettiest thing, but I think it will work. So let's go test it out. Right now, the moment of truth. Yay! So the little patch job seems to have worked. So it's not the prettiest repair, but it works. There you go. So this is my indoor greenhouse setup. Um, I got this cabinet from IKEA. It seems to be very popular with a lot of people. Um, and I added these grow lights. I mean, they're not cannabis quality grow lights. I haven't used them before. I've used some other ones, but I'm hoping that they're at least going to be good enough, to keep everything alive and green over the winter. Well, maybe get a little bit of growth like I used to with my old ones. I'm not going to get crazy growth or anything, but yeah, this is the setup I have going for my tropicals. And I just had everyone out, had them watered, and of course they got rained on. And now I'm gonna bring everyone in, get them set back up. All right, here's everyone back inside. As you can see, I seem to like the Portulacarias. A lot of ficus and a lot of Portulacarias. So this little thing works great. And one of the main reasons I have it, because like I said, I do have these other grow lights with a bit of other stuff, but they also need to be locked up, as I'll explain, is because of the cat. The cat loves to eat anything green, any of the plants. So I like having everything, behind these doors so I can keep her out. Yeah, and I have this little Govee thermometer that checks the temperature, checks the humidity. You can set alerts in case the temperature goes too low or too high, or if the humidity goes too low or too high. And you can see it all on an app on your phone, so that's pretty cool. And there's Pikachu peeking at you, hiding in the Portulacaria.